meridian. I say post meridian because I only tutor in the Hey, hey, hey. Okay. You know I enjoy listening to some music before I tutor. Every video that I have some music in it. Thank you for entertaining me. Again, this is Donovan Smith, your math coach. Let's get through this right here. One of my students emailed me at 9 o'clock at night, said, I need help with quadratics. And I figured if she needs this, there's some other people out there could benefit from this. So this worksheet's available for download. Practice, practice, practice. That's the only way you're going to get your math muscles. Do you agree? Absolutely. Let's get into this really quick. I'm just going to model this. There are a lot of strategies that I've taught in previous downloads. Subscribe and continue to kind of see what type of content I put out there. Again, Donovan Smith, your math coach in the Post Meridian. Let's go. Now, when I take a look at this equation right here, one of the things I think about quadratics, are they in standard form? What is standard form? Standard form, just really quick, as you got bx plus c equals 0. This is your standard form. Take a look at the first two. They're in standard form. Excellent. What you're going to do next is take a look at this. You put this in factor form. So this is how you put this in factor form right here. You have x, and then what I take a look at is c, the c term. We have 18 right here. I have to find two numbers that I multiply that will get me 18, and when I add them together or subtract them, they would get me the middle term right here. So what I do is 1 times 18. I break it down 2 times what? 9. 3 times 6. Ding, 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 ding. So I realized that these two numbers has to be negative. So I said -3, -3, 6. Okay, the answers are jumping at me. So therefore, the solution to this right here is just 3 and 6. And someone's asking me, how do you get that? So what you're going to do, you have 3 right here. Let me just make sure I make it nice and clear for you. I just model on this one right here. You're going to have x minus 3 equals 0. And you have x minus 6 equals 0. And x, once you subtract the 3 from both sides right here, and that's how you get x is equal to -3. So plus 6 right here on both sides. No, you see, I went too fast. It's positive, positive. See, the answers jump at me. And so therefore, but it's all right to make mistakes, and it's all right to check yourself. And don't let anyone get down to you for making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. And if you have not made a mistake yet, just live a little longer. You'll get that when you get home. All right, move along. Thank you for entertaining me. And X right here is 6. So therefore, your solution right here is just 3 and 6. Awesome. Let's go to another one that has a little bit more flavor to this. I'm confident you could do that. Let's get down to 3 right here. 3 has some flavor. Now, 3, what I would do with 3, let me change the colors a little bit, is that I would add 64 on both sides and 64 on both sides. And I noticed that 64 is a perfect square. So I have n equal to 64. Take the square root of n squared and n root of 64. N is equal to plus or minus 8. Easy peasy. Now, I'll take a look at 4. 4 is also interesting too because sometimes the C term is not there. So and you're able to factor. So I'm going to factor out a B here, and I have B plus 5 is equal to 0. I have B is equal to 0, and I have B plus 5 is equal to 0. When I subtract 5 on both sides, B right here is equal to -5. So therefore, we have B is equal to 0 and -5. Easy peasy. No spend no more time on that. Peace. Now I'm glad you guys are there with me, and you guys are sticking it out and having a good time. And I'm confident the more you practice this, is the better you get. But you know, in the middle, I gotta play a little music to make sure you're there with me and you following me and enjoying yourself. Woo! Thank you for entertaining me. Let's go to the next one right here. Now we take a look at 5 right here. 5 is not in standard form. 5 right here, we got to do some things. We got to massage it and making sure that we get it over. So we add 12x to both sides, 12x to both sides. And just watch me through this. We have 10x squared minus 26x. Biggest mistake, sometimes people add 26 to 12, but it's not. You don't have an x term there. So then we have plus 12 right here equals to 0. Now what I do is like we could kind of factor it right here, but I like to reduce things, make my equation a whole lot easier. So define the greatest common factor, which is 2. And so therefore this becomes 5x squared minus 13x plus 6 equals 0. Write this down in case you're not listening and you're just copying. All right, but again, excellence. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to, let me write this equation over here because it's going to expand a little bit. Some things that we have to do that we haven't done in the previous ones above. So now with this right here, I've taught you guys how to do the box method. Now the box method I've done in previous YouTube uploads. So download that. This right here, I want to make sure it's correct. So the particular box method right here, we have to multiply the A times your B right here. So what 5 times 6 is just 30. And we need to find this term negative 13 right here. So we got to find, let me get this out the way. Let me make sure you're clear on this and just kind of go over that because we've done that on several worksheets before. So now we got to multiply two numbers that get you 30. And when you add a subtraction, you get your negative 13. So what I'll do right here, I'll put 30 right here. And I'll go for the factors 1 and 30. 2 and 15. Ding, ding, ding. Something here, some type of combination is going to get me that. So I know, but it has to be negative. So I'm going to say right here, negative 15 and positive 2. That will give me my negative 13. Awesome. And you guys are following me. You guys are doing a great job. So let's move over right now. Let's put this into our box method right here. So what we have right here, the equation is 5x squared. We have 6 right here. We have our terms right here. We have negative 15x. And here we have 2x right here. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to look at things horizontally and vertically. So if I look at horizontally, what are two factors right there I could pull out? I could pull out just x right here. I go to the bottom right here. The things I could pull out is just 3 as the greatest common factor. I look at this going vertically. What I could pull out right here is 5x. And right here is what I could pull out is just 2 up top. So when I put this back into its factored form right here, I have 5x plus 2. And I have x plus 3 right here. So I have 5x plus 2 is equal to 0. And I have x plus 3 is equal to 0. So when I subtract 2 on both sides, I subtract 2 on both sides, I have 5x is equal to negative 2 divided by 5 divided by 5. X is equal to negative 2/5. And here I have what? Minus 3. X right here is equal to negative 3. So your solution for this right here, X is, let me make that, yeah, X is equal to negative 2/5 and minus 3. Check my math, double check, plug it back in. But this is what I'm claiming it to be. So go over it. And this is what it is. Having a good time and making sure that everybody's still following me. And we getting down to the last problem. And I want to make sure that everybody's there. So try to get a little stretch. Now here we go. And now, oh man, thank you for entertaining me again. Last problem will be done in the next 2 minutes, I promise you. Now, we're going to see some greatest common factor right here is 3. Greatest common factor is 3. So we have k squared minus 6k minus 7 equals 0. Factored form. We have k here, dress it up. We have 7, 2 numbers. 7 only has 2 factors, one in itself. Why? Because it's a prime number. You guys know that. So therefore, this is just, this 7 has to be a negative, and this has to be a positive. We have negative 7, and we have positive 1. So when we put this back, k is k minus 7 is equal to 0. K, we add 7 to both sides. We add 7 to both sides. K right here is not x. X always shows up. We have x, k, j, k. Okay, equals k is equal to 7. And we have k plus 1 equals 0. Minus 1. K right here is equal to negative 1. So therefore, k is negative 1 and 7. Final answer. Peace. This is Donovan Smith, the math coach in the Post Meridian. I hope you guys find value in this. Again, if there are free worksheets on the internet, I am going to put value to it. I am the person that's going to put instruction to it. This is Donovan Smith, your math coach. Where? In the